How is quality assured? Quality is a critical factor in the success of any operation. Our learning administration back office is no exception. We, as I said, are ISO 9000 compliant. We work on very stringent service level agreements. We document everything that we are going to do, what's the process going to be, and then we regularly audit and measure our compliance to our own standards. We lose our accreditations if we don't meet up to our own internal standards, which oftentimes are more stringent than what our clients are used to themselves. What happens in turn is that all our clients are able to actually guarantee a much higher level of service to their organization, what they were able to do before. So the level of service increases dramatically with an outsourcing relationship, because now you have a partner who's on the hook and whose payments are linked towards providing a very high level of service delivery, which you sometimes yourself may not be able to deliver to the organization. Do we support all forms of delivery? Most of our clients are using blended learning technologies. So they're using not just instructor-led training, but e-learning and virtual classroom training and social networking and virtual labs and many other forms of blended learning to provide a holistic learning experience. We are able to provide integrated support for all modes of learning. One of the big things that's expanding for many of our clients is virtual classroom technology. Our clients like Microsoft and Cisco are using virtual classroom as a very powerful method to reach out to a very large number of people. And we have dedicated teams who are trained on providing the back office service for running large-scale virtual classroom platforms. Many of our clients use virtual classroom now as a dedicated method for rolling out standard training, like desktop skills, like migration to Vista or Office 2007. They're doing away with in-person training. And we are managing the setup of the virtual classrooms, all of the associated administrative activity for many of our clients as well. Finally, if it's an outsourcing arrangement, we really operate as an extension of your internal team. For many of our clients, we answer the phones or the emails on behalf of our clients. So your customers or your employees never really know the difference whether you're talking to your own in-house teams or extended service delivery teams. And we really take a lot of time and effort in imbibing the culture of the organization. Every organization that we work with follows a different culture as far as employee engagement, as far as responsiveness, as far as service delivery. And it's very careful culture transitioning that we do to ensure that it's a seamless shift for your employees as well. So this is the type of activities that we can do through our technology and administrative activities. We last count that we were running up to about 84 different training processes for our clients. And each of those 84 different processes fall into one of these buckets. The first is demand forecasting and management. For many clients, they handle the annual demand planning activity to us. So we work with each business unit. We find out what a sort of forecast from a training perspective is for the coming year. Where are the locations where they're going to need most number of people trained? What are the courses that they're going to train on? What is the volume across each different category or each different functional area? So we do work with these people and produce the annual demand plans, which form the foundation of how we are going to staff ourselves. Catalog management. Catalog management deals with everything from ensuring, uploading a course on the LMS to, entering objectives to, making that course available to different aspects of your users. If there are, role-specific learning plans to each course, then we make sure that those get entered as well. If you're using third-party courses, then course catalog management also includes, working with vendors to ensure that they are ready and they have the right catalog and they have the right, on your portal, you have the right location of different third-party vendors who are going to deliver this course for you. User management is everything to do around the learner. Learner enrollment, learner registration, learner notifications, approvals, all of the back office stuff, schedule management, waitlist management, cancellation of classes, reissue, rebooking on classes. And this is where actually our team spends bulk of our time, user management. Managing classes, attendance recording, instructor scheduling, booking facilities, ensuring that facilities have the right infrastructure in place. All of that overhead associated with that is in managing classes. Finance and accounting. Our teams do a lot of P&L accounting for our clients so that all the chargebacks are linked up properly, all the reports are generated properly. So reporting, finance, and accounting is all handled within our organization. And then finally, delivery management, which is really to do with overall, are we meeting the expectations of our clients? And most of our clients, rarely do our clients, buy all of these services. Our solution gets customized. A client may just pick 1, 2, and 3. Another client may pick 2, 3, 5, and 7. So we really work with a client saying what's important to you and which parts of these services are you really interested in, and customize our solution based on that. And this is how it's sort of broken up, each of these categories. There is lots and lots of stuff. Before we got into this business, even we didn't realize how complicated it can be for our clients. And I'm sure I see at least some nods in the audience saying, yes, it's a complicated world out there. As I said, on the last count, we had 84 different processes that we were running, and here are just a few examples of those. And how we deal with each one of them is, this is sort of, what's the input? What will we get from our client? What's the output? The output in this case is the blueprint of the classes that we need for the upcoming period, whether it's quarter or an annual basis. What's the service level agreement? How much time would we take to do that? What's the communication infrastructure? What are we going to use to communicate with our clients? Who are the stakeholders? And what is the technical interface that we're going to do? We create this for each and every process, and our technology supports each and every process. So our technology, which is the hosted LMS platform, really is founded on value-added training administration services, not just being a repository for your records, but really providing a workflow and an interface which is optimized to help you do these activities in a more efficient manner. So similarly, for each of these, we define the inputs, we define the outputs, we define the service levels, and then we customize our technology to meet that. And again, as I said earlier, this doesn't have to be our technology. We can work with your LMS system as well. We often find that even when we are working with external LMS providers, we do bring in a technology wrapper, which is purely to do with learning administration service, which sits on top of your LMS and makes the tasks a lot more efficient, because very few LMS systems out there actually focus on training administration. They're very good at competency management and learning plans and reporting, but they don't really look at the world from a training administrator standpoint, saying what all do we need to do. So in case you need that, we can provide a technology wrapper that sits on top of your LMS and achieve that objective as well. We do things like attendance tracking, evaluation, assessment, feedback reporting, which is again a nightmare for many of our clients. So we take care of that as well. Internal charging and cross-charging, we have huge infrastructure to do that for you. Profit and loss reporting as well as other functions. We have the support staff is highly trained in training administration. So these are not people who have been temp help that's been hired. These are dedicated staff who do training administration day in, day out. They don't do any other work. So they really understand learning processes. Our infrastructure, our learning back office solution, we deliver that through state-of-the-art facilities which are certified. This is a very high-level view of our transition methodology. We go through a 5-step process, which starts with business analysis, based on which we design the solution, because we don't know how many processes you might be interested in and what kind of solution you might be looking for. We then plan for transition, which is manage logistics, registration, delivery. We then run ongoing operations, and then we plan for continual improvement in every of our engagements. So we're always looking and saying, how can we take away another 5% of the cost, another 2% of the cost, how can we make this more optimized and efficient as we go forward. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Business Impact Accelerated.